Alright, welcome to Beyond the What, guys. I was thinking to myself, I'll do Beyond the What or I'll do a comments. I was like, you know what? Combine them. Comments Beyond the What. That sounds kind of cool, you know. Anyway, today, quick little, oh gosh. We will be replying to comments on 8x9, 8x10, and 8x15. If I'm honest, it's been a while since 8x9. From memory, 8x9 was the episode after, yeah, you know what's it. I remember now because I sort of watched 8x8 and I was bawling my eyes out. That was, yeah, bad. And then 8x9 I had kind of semi-desensitized, so 8x9 for me wasn't as like emotionally rocking. 8x8 was the big one for me. Long story short, Carl died. So this comment basically says Andrew Lincoln deserved an Oscar, which I am pretty sure I agree with, you know, like someone was saying to me that there was like 0 awards won for him. Like I find that crazy, you know. Message from Beyond the What. We're gonna copy that and we're gonna start every text with that. Couldn't agree more. Yeah, message from Beyond the What. Couldn't agree more. I don't think I need to talk more about, yeah. Let's post that, guys. The sad part about Carl's death is that he was the only family member Rick had that was alive before the apocalypse. Yeah, that sucks. I'm just glad that he has a family now to be there for him, because you know when we were at the prison and we had the drama, like I can't even think about where he would be in comparison to that if he didn't have the people around him now that are caring for him. Because you know, obviously when we think of it like this, he still has a family, they're just, it's not like, yeah, blood. So obviously he lost the last of his blood, which is, well, no, I guess Judith is still there, but I think what you're trying to say is, yeah, that he was the only one that was alive before the apocalypse, and also he's the last one that Rick can really interact with properly. Do you know what I mean? He's the last one that's sort of been through this with Rick. I just realized that this whole me reading the comments is not going to work because I'm pretty sure I'm like slightly, is it dyslexic? Oh. After going to med school, future students, doctors have to spend working year as a resident. That makes so much sense. I was like, what the heck's a resident? I mean, obviously it might be a different name in this country and I don't know much about med school. Henry's actor is actually the younger brother of Sophia's actress. Whoa, really? Oh my god, that's such a cool little thing, eh? Yeah, you know what? The thing about Gavin, right? Gavin was always a very interesting character because I think Gavin was one of the first ones, if you guys can remember back this far. He's one of the first ones that I looked at going, but this guy doesn't seem bad. I never knew how to describe it. The first time I saw him, I was like, I'm not threatened at all by him. Yeah, he speaks a big game and yeah, he's conveying a very dark message, but he always felt like not threatening, you know, like he was the first real indicator for me, you know, it's not going to be black and white. I'm not just going to judge people based on their allegiance. Do you know what I mean? I think it constantly brings me back to the phrase that I kept quoting. Some people are literally just cornered by circumstance. They are literally complying purely because of coincidence. They landed in this position and this is the choice they have. That's something I didn't really want to hear straight away, but yeah. So he's the first real indicator of that. So that's one of the things for me as well. Like his death didn't feel good. Like his death felt like it was shocking. Obviously I didn't have much time to connect with Gavin. Yeah, for me he was like the one of the true markers of that. I'm genuinely curious to what he did beforehand and how he ended up where he is. That's my problem though. Like when I watch something like this, I want to know every detail about every character. Imagine the guilt Sadiq feels. Yeah, like the thing is Sadiq, he was never gonna get this easy. You know, Sadiq was never going to come out of this situation in a positive way. Like he had, obviously, the son of Alexandria's leader save him, resulting in his death. It can't get worse than that, right? So he is in a position where like, not just the guilt, but like he must sit there and feel like eyeballs are on him purely because this guy's alive because Carl isn't. Do you know what I mean? And not just that, but the guilt he must feel for Carl. He's gonna be one of those characters though that because I was worried recently in a more recent episode about Carl's memory fading and it becoming just a thing of the past. I think him being alive and him going forward, Sadiq, it will be like a constant reminder. Bro, bro, you really got the Gregory profile picture. I always see your profile picture and I never piece that together. I did not eat her pancakes. Now I forgot what I was going to reply. Negan appearing in Carl's vision caught me off guard. I freaking know. Oh my gosh, I'm just remembering that now. It's like, excuse me? Yeah, went from what to call. Obviously, whether we like it or not, the whole point of Carl's message is supposed to be that we move forward. That means everybody. So the vision isn't per se that Negan's gonna live in harmony with us in his little cottage and we're gonna pick carrots together. That's not what it's saying. I think it's just the dream is supposed to be the embodiment of like forgiveness, moving forward and making the world better for everybody with everybody, and that includes people we don't like. Aggressive war. Yeah. What's really funny, I should get a t-shirt that's got like different levels of war like written, so like a little, because some, you know, there's so many different ones. This is actually, this is a really good point to address this. So, long story short, right, I didn't used to pause, reactions, ever. I never paused them. I just used to watch and just force myself to shut up. So I would never say what I wanted to say, and then I would end up sometimes talking over the show, and it was just not fun. So back then, right, people would sort of comment stuff like, just pause it, or just don't say anything till the end, or like, why do you feel the urge to talk? And like, there were lots of negative comments, right? And like, obviously I knew that I wanted to pause it, but I was trying to appease too many people by just not pausing it, right? Which obviously a lot of people's frustration was because I was pausing the show, which is like, I have no sympathy for that. Like, honestly, if you're frustrated because I'm pausing the show because you want to watch the show, you need to go and watch the show. Like, this is not that place. Do you know what I mean? So I don't have any desire to change for that reason. The only comments that I acknowledge are ones like this one. I'm not going to say who it was or anything, but people sort of saying they think the pausing ruins the tension of the episode. So I could not agree more with you. Like, that's, like, honestly, I agree. If I'm trying to make my content original and produce content in like the way that I have been, which is the way that I enjoy the most, I have to make sacrifices. So in the nicest way possible for me to explain this to you is I need to talk, otherwise it's almost like overwhelming for me. Like, I need to like get my thoughts out. Now, a lot of you will say, so hold on, so when you're watching stuff by yourself, do you pause it? No, but the thing is when I'm watching, doing reactions, and I'm getting so deep into the show, it's not like I'm just relaxing in bed. Like, this isn't relaxing doing this. This is like, I'm planting myself into the show, trying to think of everything and it's just like, it's not the same as watching it in bed at night time. And obviously when I talk about things, it brings new thoughts. So when I'm sitting in bed and I'm not saying anything, I'm like just mind-numbingly watching things, I'm not watching the show, analyzing it. This is very, very different. So I appreciate comments like this. They don't annoy me. I appreciate them because people are trying to like give me advice, or people are sort of letting me know what their opinion, which is more than welcome. But I feel like every now and then I need to explain why I don't listen. Not that I don't listen, but why I don't change the way I react anymore. It's purely because, look, I'm not going to be able to appease everyone. I will always read constructive criticism and comments, and I will always do that, but I will never change the way I react unless I feel like I want to do it because it will make it more enjoyable or more, you know what I mean? Anyway, I had to just get that out because I've seen a couple in this, I've seen a few already. A lot talking about like, stop worrying about your emotions, stop worrying about whether you're doing this, stop worrying about, it's like, I can't describe it to you guys. I'm not worrying and changing the way I'm doing things. Everything you see is just coming out naturally. So whatever I say or do is just what I'm thinking in the moment. So if I'm overthinking something, it's because it's a part of the process. So I'm going to include it. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, anyway. Are you ever going to play the next Telltale game? I have played the next one. It is going live right now. Oh my god. Sorry. Sometimes Someone just posted a super like, they basically just said to you, Carl didn't deserve to die, but you deserved for him to die. What does that even mean? You didn't say I am Negan. Neither did the entire group, so yeah. I'm not even gonna like, yeah. This is the Walking Dead Agony episode. Yeah, I be hurting. Oh, someone has made such a good bloody point. So, another thing that some reactors get criticized for is guessing what's going to happen early. So, damn, I remember when I guessed, like, a killer in a crime drama correctly, oh my god, I got people raging in the comments, like, there's no way you knew. These reactions are so fake, and, like, went on this massive tangent. But this comment is exactly what I try and explain to people sometimes that I wonder, like, how... or whatever. Most of the people that watch the episodes air just watch in anticipation. They, like, reactors have to take in detail so they can speak on it. So we obviously watch it. I was just explaining this before in an incredibly in-depth way. It's not even funny. Like, the fact that we pause and talk and create discussions and think about it so often. That, for example, like Carl's dying, which is what I had said was going to happen. It comes to you easier when you're in my position. Anyway, that's enough on that one. We're going to move on from 8 times 9. I hope you guys enjoyed those comment replies. We'll do 8 times 10 because that went live yesterday. When is the next triple episode? Ho ho ho. Ho. Should we plan something? I may think about doing a beefy amount for non-members at some point soon. I might just start heart reacting comments because I want people to know that I'm replying. Do you know what I mean? I don't want people to feel like I'm just like not replying or not reading comments. I want people to feel like I'm reading their comments because I freaking am. Whoa! Sorry, I just had to, someone commented that, so yeah. Someone said best moment. I'm just gonna skip. I'm sorry, I'm gonna try and wrap this up because this hasn't really worked out the way I wanted to, but...
Delivered him.
Oh, shit!
Bullshit! Oh, gosh almighty. Okay, now... we're on the newest one, guys. Yeah, I think Rosita went too hard on Eugene. Yeah, the thing is the thing I think people will start to realise, and I because I've started to realise it, right, there are a lot of characters in the show that have realised it, but then there are a lot that are like sort of covered in or shrouded by rage. Now, what Eugene's done, it sucks for us, but we have to think that he's done it so he can survive, right? And I think I remember speaking about this not long ago, like, can I be mad, right? Can I be annoyed at someone who has done the thing that keeps them alive? Because basically, right, what you're asking me to do, in the sense, if you're saying no, that you're not gonna, like, understand Eugene, what you're kind of asking is for him to die, because he's in a position where if he doesn't pull his weight, he's never really gonna die because he was too valuable currently to Negan, so I don't think he would ever be killed, but there's a lot that can be done that doesn't involve death. I think that's what he fears, you know. So I've got a comment asking about Fear the Walking Dead. I get this comment a lot. I have every intention of watching it, but the problem is I'm unsure whether to watch it mixed in with The Walking Dead or wait till I've just finished The Walking Dead. I can't decide because the problem is if I mix it in, people that haven't seen Fear the Walking Dead are going to have to just deal with the fact that The Walking Dead uploads will be not as often, right? Because I will be having to watch it intermixed, right? Which is how I would like to watch it. But it's like, does watching it intermixed like that affect the pacing of watching the actual show? Like, I've got so many questions, but yes, I am going to watch it. Like, it's not like I haven't disregarded that it exists. I think it may be better if you wait to do it Beyond the What until after the finale. Crap. Yeah, that whole scene was funny as, I am the juice. Damn, so I did... So this is all starting to piece together now, right? I was always thinking to myself, what if those initial bikers that went and tried to kill our group members, which is what started this entire drama, did it without any kind of order from Negan? And I thought to myself, damn it, if that's true, then whatever started this is not Negan, not Rick. It was someone else, right? And then it's just, we both players were forced onto the board. And now that I find out that the people... because originally I was like, Why the hell would they just kill the people at Oceanside like that, the boys and the men? Freaking Simon. Negan's trying to tame a beast, and he's the one bearing the consequence for it. He's the one, he has villainized himself. You know what? In another world, I might even be willing to say that it's semi-heroic. The fact that he's villainized himself to instill fear in others, to protect others, but then also protect... Oh my god, I can't even believe I'm saying that. If I look at it from that point of view, it comes across to me as incredibly selfless. Oh my god, I can't believe I've just said that. Hey, look, I'm sure there's more conversation about that coming, but bloody hell. Anyway, we will finish this with some Beyond the What questions. I actually really want to know who your top 3 favourite characters are. Fave season and fave episode so far. My top 3 characters, if I'm looking from the perspective of like people I care about, obviously that excludes a lot of the bad people. Rick is easily on that list. It's got to be Glenn, Carl, and Rick. But if I'm including villains, Negan is easily my favourite villain. 100%. I'm not even sure I'm going to be calling them that soon, but Rick's my favourite antagonist. Yeah, like favourite, just wholesome character overall has always been Glenn. But it's hard to say because there's lots of bias in answering that question. There's like, oh, Carl's just died, so he sort of jumps the list a bit. My favourite season so far is probably season 7 because it was like so in your face, terrifying. Was it season 6? Season 6, I think, the lead up to Negan and then just start of Negan is like my favourite, I think. There actually is one character to bring back that we'd lost. Who would it be? Making him choose between Carl and Glenn is diabolical. I was literally thinking about Carl and Glenn. I'm gonna say I'd bring back Glenn because I think Carl dying I think is gonna mean like a lot. And if Carl doesn't die, I'm actually gonna wonder whether whatever positive comes from all of this would ever have happened at all. What sort of space do you think Rick has to develop? Do you think he will go down a darker path or end up seeing the light, especially after Carl's passing? So, my initial thought was that it would just be like darker. What my theory is, right, is it's going to be a bit of a roller coaster. I think, like we just saw the bloody darkness, Jesus Christ, and then he's read the letter. So I think what's going to happen, for a little bit, I think he's going to go on and up and he's going to try everything he can to do what he did, give the offer he gave to the governor. I think that offer is coming again, but I think something interrupts it. I've always said that it's not just about Rick and it's not just about Negan, right? I think Rick will come towards the light a little bit, but I think something's going to send him straight back down. I genuinely see his character becoming quite dark. Even dark. I don't think we've seen the darkest of him. I hope that answers the question. But anyway, guys, that is that. Yes, we have just answered a crap load of questions and replied to a crap load of comments. If you enjoyed this ever, guys, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to channel for new content every single week. And of course, follow the Instagram, Daniel Reed with 2 Ds. And as ever, let me know down below what the episode of the reaction. Episode. For God's sakes, Daniel, we are doing a Beyond the What. Whoa! But yeah, guys, I'll see y'all in the next video.